welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Samaje Perine on the return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the seventh-year pro from your alma mater, Brock, the University of Washington. It's quarterback Jake Browning.
Kate, if there's an adjective to describe Jake Browning's career in the NFL, I think I'd have to say grit. He's been on practice squads. He's bounced around different teams and different systems. He waited a half-decade in this league, persevered before he got his shot, and he made the most of it. And people on Montlake will tell you, well, just like they said in Folsom when he was in high school in California, he may not throw it the farthest or the hardest, but he has such tremendous command of the football.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26. Browning from the gun. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Might just be a little late to get the ground game going, opening up this game with back-to-back passes. But when you come out of the gate slow and you put yourself behind the sticks, you really don't get into that rhythm you want to find early.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, here's Browning. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing fourth down. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
So on fourth down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. Juke the defender. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for the next quarterback after Elway and Manning, and it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. That was 29, by the way, and he finished third for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up second and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Shotgun snap to Nix. This finds Franklin. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Nix from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out, because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Quick on the draw here to Dobbins. And this is going to bring up 3rd down, Brock. He elected to bounce it outside. Picked up 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
The Bengals obviously thinking pass here on 3rd down. They're going to counter with a dime look. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Intercepted in the end zone. T.J. Turner comes up with it.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
The Bengals all set to go for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st down throw. Here's Browning. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at 1st down here. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off a defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage, and more importantly, go exploit it.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. He finds space into the red zone. And they finally get to him at the 15. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Bengal 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
They are now set for 1st and 10. Play fake, Browning. No open, so he chucks this to another county.
Second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. To the air, Browning. The throw is caught. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Brown has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Bengals, who only need a couple on 2nd and 2. Throwing is Browning. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals get some late points and the lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They get 37 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Well, the offense wanted to spark, and he delivered a lightning bolt. Huge gain that totally changes the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. He'll step up, and there he goes. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
12 more yards. That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Oh, he's keeping it again. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
I see a bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to rock the killer vibe. Probably the reason you down trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Nick's looking to throw. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Now Nix. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Only need to fall forward 1 more yard. Here's third and goal. Here's Nix. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos get their first points of this game just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get 1 final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These 2 teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Marvin Mims now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. They give it to Dobbins to start the 3rd. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's 2nd and 11. Left side now, caught by Sutton. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To throw, here's Nix. He has the first over the middle. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for our Broncos. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, got to go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Precious on the globe. Got trying to snatch out.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Here's the All-Pro holding down Trey Hendrickson.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Dump off, caught by his back. Oh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. Has him running the comeback. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 33. That's another Denver Broncos. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the 2 keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys are great anticipation.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Broncos take the lead right away in half number 2. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz.
Point after.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Bengals 7.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who could hammer the opponent, but in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Coming from the gun. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Give on 2nd, it's Brown. Jukes one defender, and he's stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They go play fake with Browning. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And we will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Brown on 1st and goal. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Here's another for-in. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. tying this game up. They're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Mims. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Denver set to take the field on offense. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos don't want to see this one go to overtime. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Nix from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
1st and 10.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, it's headed the other way.
When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this 2nd half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Here he is to throw. Dumped off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming. This is Sutton working the right side. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. First call here coming from the shotgun. He'll look to throw it. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
$50 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
Gain of 6.
Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it. He's got Jones for the completion. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
Setting up to pass. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the big play drives them backward. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's keeping it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Trust. Kate, it is such a big part of playing the quarterback position. Yeah, you got to trust you can make the right reads in the passing game, but sometimes these little runs that just get that 1st down, it gains further equity, further trust with your play caller, and most importantly, gives you a 1st down for the offense.
The give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Running it again with Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. He's got it. It's a touchdown, and they've got a 6-point lead here in OT. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
For the extra points and a 7-point lead to defend here in overtime. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bengals 14.
Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score. But starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know, calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
His entire game hinges on them finding the end zone, Brock, as they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Browning. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
We'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. Second and 6 coming up here. He'll throw it yet again. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Dude, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Big moment here in overtime. 4th down, and the offense is out there. Throwing now. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Final timeout taken by the Bengals, as they'll have none remaining in OT. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
To T. Higgins. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos 36.
So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Gotta be able to make a stop too. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. He puts everything behind this one. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Now for the point after. That's going to end this in a tie or a loss. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals tie this game at 21. These new overtime rules have given us quite the game here, haven't they? Now it is next score wins as we're off again. This return starts at the 5. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Broncos offense all set to go. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
right, Brock, both teams have had their opening salvos. Next score wins it in OT as they come up on second down. After the sack, another pass on second down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
So it's a win for the Broncos. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.